Hi, it's Rike here and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. And today I have a little ICANIWILL haul for you, or ICIW, I guess. If you've never heard of them before, this is their logo that they usually put on their activewear. They do a lot of seamless stuff. They are a Scandinavian brand, I believe actually from Sweden. And yeah. I mean, to be fair, the package was sent from Gothenburg. Yes, I would say from Sweden. But I do believe you can shop them worldwide. But if you're a European girly, or, you know, just a European customer in general, you don't have to be a girly for this, of course. Yeah, it's easy to shop from them. You can also do easy returns and stuff, which I always appreciate because things don't always work out so well, right? And a lot of times when I order stuff from North America, there's not really a good option to return stuff. That is not like costing more than the items that you actually that you purchased, right? So it's usually not worth it. There's some bigger companies that do it. Like I think I ordered from Skims before and I could easily return that, but it's less common. So it's always good to have some European brands that you can try out, you can test out, where you can send things back easily. So yeah, ICANIWILL for you today. I haven't tried them in a while. I have definitely reviewed them before though. I will link my video on my playlist up here. Not sure if it was one time that I reviewed them or a few more times. So I don't know if it is a playlist or just a video. But you'll find it up there. And yeah, it's been a hot minute because even though they are Scandinavian, so like, you know, it's shopping local basically. It's not necessarily always like the stuff that I would go for. They do have a lot of seamless items, and I personally prefer non-seamless activewear. Although I will try seamless activewear every now and then, of course, you know, just to, you know, see what's new and what's going on and stuff. And yeah, they did have a few items that Instagram ads were showing to me for like months, and I was like, well, that's kind of cute. I like those colors. And I didn't shop them. And then sales started happening. So I did shop the sale. Not all the items I had seen like a few months ago that I thought were really cute were still available in my size, but that's just what happens if things are on sale, right? But I did get a good selection of items, and let's just rip this package open, shall we? So we have the items here, and we got a little card from ICANIWILL. And yeah, it says stuff. Congrats, you've just made an investment in yourself and your health and more. And you can actually scan the QR code for the returns or another QR code for support. So easy peasy lemon squeezy, I guess. And yeah, I don't actually remember how many items are ordered, but it looks like we have six pieces, some bottoms, some tops. So yeah, this one is kind of what I'm most excited for. But I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of pretty colors too. But as per usual, I think I will start with the tops. So let me just see, we do have 3 tops, 3 bottoms. So very, very balanced today. And I'm just gonna start with this little sports bra here. Does the bag tell me what it is? Yes, it does, thankfully. Sometimes it's like the bags don't tell you and then I have to go digging, right? Or just don't tell you and just tell you on the screen. But anyway, we will start with the tops. I do think I ordered mainly my normal size small for the tops and then mediums for the bottoms. I'm kind of in between for my bottom size, but you know, for seamless stuff, for sure, I'll always go medium. But anyway, we start with the sports bra, and we do have the minimal sports bra in the color soft blue. I actually did get this one in an extra small, apparently. Don't know if that was because I didn't have a small or because in my recent experiences, a lot of the seamless sports bras in a small were too big for me. But here we go. Minimal sports bra. Same name as the Gymshark minimal sports bra, right? So there we go. Oh, this one is cute. Also beautiful, beautiful color. I hope you can see it. Like the sun is doing its thing again today. So I'm gonna go a little bit lighter and a little bit darker every now and then, depending on the clouds today. But yeah, it looks cute. Definitely minimal, I can see that. You have like the nice deep V neckline. We have removable cup pads in here and just like this mesh layer, which is where you can see the cup pads very well on the inside, not the outside, obviously. This is not a seamless sports bra, by the way. This definitely has seams happening. It is like a soft material, kind of cool to the touch. We do have this little band under the chest here with an elastic. And then in the back, it has up and down straps that are adjustable. You can see that here. So matching light blue plastic hardware here, and then just a little overlap in the back. Kind of cute. Logo just here in the front, the ICIW for I Can, I Will. And overall, it looks cute. Yes, minimal, because minimal coverage for my small chest, not a problem. Yeah. I also, honestly, interesting. It says extra small is a US 2. I didn't know that. Or an EU 34, or UK 6, a Japan 5, and a Mexican 26. I don't know. I would have never picked a 34 for myself. So that's why I find it so confusing when they give you different sizes and stuff. Honestly, I kind of am curious to see how expensive this was because, like I said, I did get stuff on sale. So I'm assuming this can't have been so bad, but let's just quickly, take a peek at the pricing. All right, I'm back. So this says it was 251.28 Danish kroner. I did use someone's 10% discount code because you can do that, and it was even valid on the sale prices. However, what I noticed is you can't just use some random person's I Can, I Will 10% discount code. It has to be someone from the country you're ordering in. So I typed in someone's code that I found on Instagram, that was also had just been posted like a day before or something like that, specifically because of the sale happening. And that didn't work. And then I had to find a Danish influencer so I could use the Danish influencer's code to get the 10% off, which seemed a little ridiculous, to be honest. But yeah, that's how you have to do it. Anyway, 250 Danish kroner is, I would say, not too cheap for a little sports bra like this. Because it's really just a little minimal sports bra. So I'm wondering, was this one even on sale? I can't see how much it would have been regularly, but that is a little pricey for this little sports bra. Especially if it was on sale, which I think I just shopped mainly sale. Anyway. So I don't want to say that I Can, I Will is super expensive, but they're definitely up there in pricing. I guess it's kind of comparable some Gymshark stuff. Maybe, yeah. But anyway, see, you see, I like light blue colors, right? It's maybe I also have more where that came from. Anyway, let's see it on. Okay, so I feel like it fits, but it still cuts into my chest a little bit, which is kind of weird because I don't have a big chest. So maybe this time I would have been better off with the small instead of the extra small. But just makes sense. Usually when I order the small in seamless sports bras or from seamless brands, it's just too big. Now that I ordered the extra smalls, attaché small, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, yeah, this one has a very, very deep neckline, so you kind of really need to make sure how you adjust the chest in there. Very short lined as well, as you can see. It does go under my chest, but I feel like if you have a bigger chest, you either spilling out so much at the top or you have under boob, I don't know. Removable cup pads in here, a good type of coverage at least. And then you do have the thin straps here. So I do get some lift. You can also adjust the strap still, so you do have that as an option. But yeah, I'm just so shocked at how tight. It actually, is cutting off a little bit. And I really don't have a big chest, so it's so weird. I feel like it could be flattering, especially if you have a small chest. I feel like if you have a big chest, then just stay away from this, stay miles away from this because where is it gonna go? I don't know. Yeah, and then in the back, very, very simple, just a little overlap here in case you're wondering. Yes, I do have a crazy tan line from bikini top, but anyway, this is, yeah, just a little overlap. I do like how simple the back is. I will say, I really do like the back, but kind of wish it was just a little bit, I don't know, maybe just a little bit more coverage in the front. And if even I'm saying this, right, this is, because I usually don't mind very low coverage because I don't need the coverage, but here I'm it is very, very close to exposing some actual, stuff. So yeah, I don't know. A little bit more coverage would have been nice. Support-wise, I will say I'm actually surprised to say this is a light 2 medium for a small chest at least. But again, if you have a bigger chest, you're not going to fit in there. I don't see how. And yeah, that's this little sports bra. I do like the color. I'll say that. I do like the color. But not super convinced. Let's move on. Okay, now we're moving on with another top. This is the Ignite cropped V-neck tank top. So not a sports bra, it's a tank top. I got this in black and in my normal top size small. I actually thought there was more structure to this, honestly. Like on the picture, it really looked like this was, I don't know, it's just like a, to be fair, I didn't read the description, but it did look like it was going to be a tank top with a built-in sports bra or something like that. And price-wise, this is also more expensive than the sports bra we just saw. And on the picture, I will just insert the picture here. Like to me, it just looks like, you know, tank top with a built-in sports bra, but it's literally just a tank top. For that price, that is a little steep. Like it is literally just a tank top. I expected this to be like double lined or something. It is just a tank top. So people read the description before you buy something. Because I mean, I generally don't do that because I just look at the picture and I feel like the picture tells me things, but like you definitely need to wear a sports bra underneath with this. Like it's not double lined. It doesn't have any sort of support, nothing. Like it's a nice shape. And if you have this deep V, you have like the straps here and then you do have a little racer back, but that is about it. Like what? I expected more from this. It also does have like some seam detailing. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me just see if I can let a little bit more light in and then maybe, but like there's some seam detailing here to kind of, you know, along the lines here. And then there's like a thicker part here. But like, honestly, this is just a tank top. And for the amount of money this is, like the fabric feels normal. It's not like a luxurious feel or something. It's not itchy or scratchy or anything, but like it's just a normal tank top. Why is this normal tank top more than $30? Like, I don't understand. It does not compute in my brain. Like, something here is not adding up. Yeah, a little odd. It does have a little logo here in the back as well. It does have a racer back. It is cropped. But like, how is this more expensive than a sports bra? What? I am very confused. Like I said, I really thought this was like a crop top with a built-in sports bra, or at least a built-in like cup pads or something, or at least double lined. But nope, just a normal tank top for that price. I mean, I can already tell you for that price, I am not keeping this one. It doesn't matter how it fits. This is going back. But let's see it on. This top still hasn't won me over. The seam at the bottom somewhere is unnecessarily tight. So good luck getting that over your shoulder. Honestly, like, I'm very disappointed with this top. Now that I have it on, I'm like, why didn't they just do what I thought it was gonna be? Like, you know, a nice top with like a little bit of a like built-in sports bra, built-in shelf bra. Because that could have been really, really good. Because I don't hate the shape of it. I like this like, you know, wide cut here, the low plungy neckline. But yeah, the top itself, for the price it is, it's just like so overpriced. The material feels also pretty bad on, honestly. Like, I do not like it. Yeah, I just don't like it. I like the neckline. I like how it looks. Like, if I just saw it on the screen, which is exactly what happened when I ordered it, I was like, ooh, this looks good. But now that I have it on and when I felt it and when I saw what it was, it just feels, no, it's just no. But yeah, we have a deep V neckline, matches well with the sports bra underneath. At least in the front, not in the back because of the up and down straps and then the racer back. But, you know, and then we have the seams. I like the length, but yeah, the seams are a little too tight here to get this over your chest. There's no reason for them to be tight. They could just be nice and stretchy. It's definitely a form-fitting fit here. So coverage on the side, and then thicker straps and the racer back, where, you know, then the straps are a little bit annoying here off that sports bra. But yeah, looks good from the front, but doesn't feel so good. So let's just move on. Okay, moving on to our last top. This one is, by the way, the same price as the one we just saw, and this one does have a lot more things happening with it. So this is the Ignite Seamless Half Zip Cropped Tank Top. I got this in white in a size small. I actually wanted this in light blue, but not available anymore in any size close to mine. So it had to be the white. And honestly, I mean, sometimes white is also good to have as a good basic. And then of course I actually meant to get a white sports bra so I could easily wear the white sports bra underneath, because with this one, it was clear from the pictures that you needed to wear a sports bra underneath. But yeah, it still has a lot more happening to it than the other tank top we just saw, and it was the same price on sale at least. Like, come on. Here it is. So our little white number, you can see it has the half zip here with a little zipper. No zipper garage here, so nothing covering the zipper. It has a little mock neck here as well. And then I really liked the texture of this seamless. So like these kind of, you know, the lines just going in, like accentuating. And I thought this looked really, really nice. And it's definitely cropped. It feels super soft. So also here material feels much better than with the black tank top. It's just really, really soft. It has stretch to it. Probably could have gotten away with an extra small on this one. But again, the light blue was also not available in an extra small because I would have tried. Yeah, and it's like kind of very covering, so you could definitely just wear a little sports bra underneath and you're still covered. In the back, it does have the ICANIWILL logo here at the top, and then still just like the, you know, accentuating seams. Seams, it's not seams, it's like, you know, detail. It's just called accentuating detailing. And then here on the side, it's a little bit more ribbed, that particular part here. And then here, the lines are a little bit further apart. And then just, you know, in the middle, you have, like, I don't know, there's a lot going on. I like it. It feels super soft, very, like it's gonna be very, very comfy. The thing is, of course, this is white, so it's gonna be a little bit more see-through. So you'll definitely, I think, would be able to tell the sports bra color that you're wearing underneath, unless, you know, if you wear black, for sure, it's gonna like peek through a lot. But like if you go with lighter colors, it should be okay. But yeah, I just like the look of this. You know, just a little cropped tank with like the zipper and stuff. It looked really good. Let's see it on. Okay, I love this top. I feel like a badass wearing this, you know, it's like superhero mode or something like that. And yes, obviously, do wear a sports bra underneath because it is, you know, a little thinner. You can certainly steal my nail polish color through. You can also probably steal the light blue from the sports bra a little bit. And it's just a single layer, but it's very, very comfy, very stretchy, very lightweight, and just really a little thing you can throw on your sports bra. But yeah, I just love it. I like the length. It's a good length. It's not super tight around here at the bottom. You can see I'm wearing this now with high-waisted leggings, and you can just see a tad of skin. But I think probably nothing in the back. And I also do have a longer torso, so probably wouldn't see much if you have a shorter torso than me. We do have all this fun little ribbed detailing, which I really like. And yeah, you can open this even further, right? Like you could wear this like this if you wanted to. And you can also just wear it like this, which I feel like is, you know, that's probably the way to do it, with like a little like sports bra that plunges up the chest a little bit. And I like, yeah, just like it. The back is full coverage. Maybe comes a little bit in here, so that's why I'm not sure if this sports bra part particularly would work, because I mean, you kind of have to push the straps in a little bit to get it covered by this top. So maybe like a little sports bra with crisscross straps or with like a halter neck or something would be better. But yeah, it's so soft. Like this material feels so soft. It's so nice. And I will just zip it all the way up for you as well. So you can see how that looks. Then you have a little mock neck. It's not too tight, so you could wear it like this as well. If you want a little bit more high coverage, or of course anything in between would also work. If you don't want to, you know, have too much cleavage going on, you could also just do it like this. But I think this is a look. So I personally like it like this. But yeah, this one is good. I love this one. I'm happy I finally did order it, because I might have mentioned that, you know, I've seen this ad for the light blue one and I was always like, oh my God, this is beautiful. And I mean, now I have it in white. White is a good basic color. You compare this with anything, right? But yeah, let's move on. Moving on to the bottoms, I do have one pair of shorts and two pairs of leggings. The leggings are the same color, but they are different leggings. At least I think so. But let's start with the shorts. I usually go from like least amount of fabric to most amount of fabric, so shorts first, then the leggings. And as I mentioned before with seamless stuff, because all of this is seamless, I will go with medium for sure, so I will go with my bigger size. And here we do have the Define Seamless V-shaped shorts. I did get these in a navy color in the size medium. And honestly, I just picked random items, just what I thought looked good. So yeah, that's usually how I do it. I didn't pick anything that was like particularly newer or something. The shorts, by the way, cheaper than the cheapest item of the whole haul, these shorts. It is a very dark navy, so it might look very like nearly black to you, but it is navy. Just so much paper here. I think these are like a 4-inch short, or maybe even 2.5, but like I guess 4-inch. I don't know. I will try to find the information, and then, oh my God, they have grippies on there. Do you see it? Like, they're like big blobs. I've never seen like big blobs like this on there. Still feels like there's a lot of stretch here because a lot of seamless shorts will cut in the thighs, no matter how thick your thighs are. I do have thicker thighs, so these are shorter than I prefer, but like the only shorts I could find that like look good and, you know, I wanted to try. I didn't know they had the grippies in there. I personally don't think they do much, but we will see. We'll test it. But at least, you know, it looks like it's going to be thick thigh friendly. On the side, we do have a little mesh panel. Again, not sure if you can actually see it. I can try to get a little bit more light in here, but yeah. So there's like this little mesh panel part here that goes all the way down, and definitely is a little bit more see-through in a way, but that's fine. And then in the back, you do have a proper seam here, a little V as well, and yeah, like a proper seam here to separate the cheeks a little bit, but no scrunch, just a proper back seam. And you can also see the color a little bit better if I do like this. It's going to work very well with light blue for sure, like a little tonal outfit. And then we do have this wide ribbed textured waistband, definitely a little bit tighter. It is high-waisted. We don't have a front seam. And there's like a little bit of a texture to it. Like it's not just ribbed, like it has some, yeah, just like a pattern to it basically. And ICANIWILL here in the back. But that is it. Those are the shorts. You can also see like it does flare out a little bit here at the bottom of the leg, which I like to see because that means it'll at least be a little bit more accommodating to thicker thighs. But they're a little short for my liking. Let's see them on anyway. Let's do it. Okay, short shorts here. And I will say I'm actually quite shocked at how thick thigh friendly these are. Like I expected them to be horrific on me. But honestly, there's actually like not really any cutting in. Yes, they're still too short for my liking. And I feel like despite, let's see. No, actually, I was going to say with the silicone grippies, they're not doing anything. But actually, like yes, did it come up a little bit higher in the back still? Yeah, but actually, like no, like I'm squatting, right? They're not rolling as of yet. Ah, there we go. To do some high knees. Now they're rolling up. So that still happens despite having the silicone grippies. So I don't recommend them for a cardio session, maybe. But I guess you could squat in them because that didn't happen yet, at least. Yeah, we do have the silicone grippies here on the inside, as you might have seen before, because I showed it to you. The material is quite thin. I will also say that, but maybe this is what helps with, you know, this being like also a bit more thick thigh friendly. I don't know. Because look at this. There's still an insane amount of like stretch in the thigh area. And I don't know if you can hear it. There's some squeaking going on when I go past the silicone grippies. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still shocked at how thick thigh friendly these are. Like, they're actually comfortable. I feel like this is the first super short that I'm trying that is actually thick thigh friendly. Okay, maybe not the first. There was definitely years ago, like those Pilates shorts that had like the string on the side, like it was just made from cotton with the white waistbands. Those were also thick thigh friendly. But this, honestly, I am shocked. Otherwise, we have a ribbed waistband, gives quite good compression. I usually do have, you know, a small up top here, but then the medium for the thighs, and I still feel like I'm getting some compression here, which is nice. Still high in the back as well. You have the ICANIWILL logo, and then you just have a fake seam in the back for some glute separation. Nothing crazy. A little bit of a mesh panel for the side here. So maybe nude underwear would be good, or putting the underwear higher up here. Otherwise, you might be seeing it through a little bit. And now this is a very dark blue. So even me looking at it, like really, like, is it dark blue or is it black? It is a very dark blue. So of course the mesh isn't as see-through as if you had picked, or if I had picked a lighter color for this. But yeah, honestly, if you are a thick thigh person and you love shorter shorts, this might actually be something for you. Like, I am still shook at how well they actually fit, you know? I am shook. You did something there, ICANIWILL. You definitely did. Not bad. Let's move on. Now we're on to leggings. Like I said, I do have two of the same color, but they are different leggings. So we'll do one, see them on, do the next one, see them on. So first up, we have these Ignite Seamless Tights in soft blue in the medium. So again, from the same series as the one tank, right? And these look kind of cute. So soft blue, again, wow. There's like so much stuff in there. There's like 2 silica gel packs, the paper, everything. And they feel very, very lightweight for sure. So yeah, soft blue, pretty color. We do have like a normal high-waisted waistband here. It is 3-tiered, so you can see we do have, just different structures, textures to the waistband here, 3-tiered. And on the side, you just have like this ribbed detailing that goes kind of till here, and then it goes under the glutes here in the back. And this is very like reminiscent of that white tank top. So, you know, you can kind of see they do come from the same series. You do have that here. And then we also do have a lot of detailing going on. Like it's a lot happening here. Wow, okay. No V-glute detailing whatsoever. We do have a fake seam here in the back for a little bit more glute separation, but again, no scrunch. I personally also do not like the seamless scrunches too much, so I'm not sad about there not being a scrunch. And then in the front, we also do have rib detailing here around your shin. But in the back, like, oh my God, there's just, I have to, like, there is so much happening. I didn't realize there was this much going on, and like also so many different things. Let's go through it. So again, you have that rib detailing that comes in from the side here that's kind of under the glutes. Then next up, we do have this kind of like part that's different. It's very, very textured. You could feel it very, very soft, a little bit meshy. Then after that, another meshy part, but like less textured than the top part on top. And then at the very bottom, another different mesh texture, but like it's horizontal stripes in a way. Like, it's like they tried every single different detailing you can do on a seamless legging, but put it all in one after the other. Like, what? Why is there so much happening? Like, I hope you can really see this. It is a lot. Like, it is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, in the front we have, right, the slight texture here, structure. And you do have that meshy part that is less textured. And then, as I already showed you, like the stripy part there again. But like the back, like, why is everything happening? Like, what is this? Anyway, let's just see these on. Okay, these seamless leggings, I will say I'm very surprised at how thin the material feels. I don't know, I was expecting something different. Like, don't get me wrong, like it, you know, kind of hugs the body well, but it still feels thinner than I thought it was gonna feel for some reason. We do have a high waistband here. It is multi-tiered, triple-tiered, to give you a little bit more compression further down. The further down you go, a little bit less up here, so it doesn't cut in too much. And we don't, of course, we have no front seam here. The ICANIWILL logo, and then there's just all this detailing, right? There's the mesh across the thighs here in the front, which I feel like is super subtle. And then in the back, right, you have this rib detailing. It goes under the glutes, and then there's just a lot more a lot more happening. So I'm gonna try to show you. We have this rib part, we have this part, and then we have a different looking part here. I also don't understand why you had to pick like 4 different ways of making this detailing happen. Like so many different ways. And then of course the rib part here across the, I'm gonna show that to you with the other leg, across the calf here. But like I'm like doing a bar class or something with my window. Just like, you know, like, ooh. Like this, some ballet. But yeah, I feel like this is the best way of showing you all this detailing here. So you can see it. And yeah, 7/8 length on me. I don't know, like I feel like when I looked at it in the mirror, when I personally tried to see the back, I couldn't, like, it wasn't as obvious that there's so much going on, but I just feel like knowing it's there, I feel like it's a little too much. Like this part under the glutes, fine. The glute contour, no problem. But like, the rest of the part, I don't know, why does it have to be 3 different things? Like, I'm a little, I don't know, it's a little too much. And it fits, yes, and it's very, very stretchy, but like, I don't know, the material just doesn't feel, it's not my favorite seamless material. Like, I don't know, there's something that I don't like about it. Anyway, let's move on. Last but not least, we do have same color, different leggings here. So these are the Ignite Seamless V-Waist tights, again in soft blue in the medium. And let's just see them. Material feels very lightweight again, very soft. And I'm just curious to see if they have the same amount of detailing and it's just the waist that's different or what's going on here. But yes, they do. Okay, so I think here it really depends on what type of waist fit you like better. You have this little V waistband here. It's still wide, but it doesn't feel as wide as the other one. Then you do have like the little flap, right? It is ribbed, so not this 3-tiered waistband. I guess that would also be really hard to do on a V waistband. I've never seen a 3-tiered waistband on a V waistband. So I guess, yeah, it would be really hard to do. No front seam here. Also, the waistband is attached to the legging differently because now it is sewn on. Again, probably because of, you know, how the waistband is made or done. And then you have this ribbed part here on the side again. Then you have this light mesh detailing here in the front again. And also this ribbed part here around the shin. So that is the same detailing. And then in the back, it looks a little wonky, I'm not gonna lie. Do you see the seam here at the top? So first of all, the seam is a little wonky, but then also they try to do a little like, you know, little, not V, but like it's a little dip, but it's not centered. It's definitely not centered to the seam in the back. Like, this is poor craftsmanship. Like, honestly, especially for the amount, it's not like a $20 like Amazon legging, right? These are not super cheap. And yet, like, it's very wonky. Like, yeah, look at it. It is very, very wonky. And then you also do have like these folds. See, like there's a little bit, it looks a little bit darker because of probably how things were folded, and that usually, you know, goes away with washing, but like, not too happy with the wonkiness of the seam itself, and like the whole, like everything in the back here seems a little off. Like here, for example, is also this little seam that we don't have on the other side. It is wonky there, and just the whole thing so wonky. Like, yeah, look at this. For the amount of money they're asking, it's a no for me without even seeing this on. Like, I didn't notice this problem on the other one because the other one did not have a theme here. Yeah, a little disappointed. I don't think I noticed this last time I shopped from them, that there was like a few quality issues. But yeah, this is definitely a quality issue on this one here. Anyway, let's continue. We still have like this rib detailing that goes under the glutes. Then you have this more textured like mesh part, less textured mesh part, and then just the horizontal like meshy stripe part here. So otherwise same detailing. The main difference here is the waistband, how it is attached, the waistband itself, you know, the shape of it, and otherwise same leggings, I guess. Let's see it on. And here we have our cross waist legging. So yeah, definitely material still feels very thin. Same thing as before, but I do like this cross waist, honestly. Like it's a nice cross waist. So if I had to pick between either of the leggings, I would probably pick these ones because, you know, the cross waist just makes it a little bit of extra, a little bit special. It's also interesting, so we have this ribbed cross waist, right? And I feel like it fits nice. It's nicely high-waisted on the side here. You can see a little bit of my belly button. And at the top of this, we actually do have a little top seam. Like, it's not super harsh or anything, but it's certainly, you know, and you can also see there's still a lot of stretch, but it certainly helps keeping things up a little bit better. And I appreciate that. But yeah, otherwise, still fine. Yeah, I don't like the material. I have to say, I don't like the material. Also nice and high in the back here, fake seam. Oh no, it's actually a proper seam in the middle here. It's a proper seam. Did the other one also have a proper seam? No, I'm actually curious. I am going to check. No, the other one did have a fake seam. Interesting. So that's slightly different. At least it feels like a proper seam. Definitely, yeah. So weird. Anyway, maybe that's because they were sewing on the waistband anyway, right? Because that was definitely sewn on, whereas the other one is like kind of like stitched on or whatever they do. But maybe they were like, oh, let's just put a proper seam in the back. I don't know. Otherwise, same detailing. We have the ICANIWILL logo here, rib part here for the underglute contouring. And then the fun starts with all this mesh part here. And then you do have rib detailing here as well. And this kind of across the thigh detailing that's a little bit less obvious. But yeah, I wish they had just done a slightly different material, this nice cross waistband, because you can just stitch that onto anything, right? And just kind of left it at that. Maybe a little underglute contour. I'm there for that. And of course, a seam in the middle, in the back, you know, in the middle to separate the cheeks a little bit better. But they didn't do that. I don't know. I like the cross waist though. So that's that. Let's move on. All right, it's conclusion time. Here we have the little pile of things. We have some white, some black, some navy, some light blue. Yeah, light blue, one of my favorite colors for sure. A very, very cohesive pile, I would say this time. So everything, you know, goes together. I will say I'm a little bit disappointed with some of the items with quality issues, with like being overpriced, like this tank top, like, come on, it's just a normal tank top for that amount of money? Like, no way. My favorite pieces, definitely this little tank. I like this one a lot. I really wish I could have gotten that in my favorite light blue. but I was just a little late, and that's fine. Also, I think the sportswear was perfectly okay. Definitely minimal, works for a small chest if you have a bigger chest. Maybe not for you, but otherwise perfectly fine. And I guess this seamless legging with a normal straight waistband wasn't so bad either. It's just a lot going on, and I'm not sure if I'm up for that, but I do like the color. And yeah, like here with the V waist, I do love a good V waist, but it could have been a little bit higher. And the quality issues around the waistband seam are just like a no for me, especially for the price. So there's that. Yeah, so if I keep anything, I think it'll be those two pieces in case you're interested. The rest will just, be returned. And that is that. Yes, do let me know which piece was your favorite, if you've ever shopped from ICANIWILL, if you've ever heard of them. And yeah, I'm always curious to hear your thoughts. If you have any feedback or also any suggestions for other brands to try, or just, generally want to ask me stuff, have some questions, some concerns, need help, whatever, just drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also follow me on Instagram, see some of the pieces in action there. I haven't been very active on Instagram recently, but my mission for, the coming months is to try to get back to that a little bit. And yeah, you can also DM me there, but I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if there's ever anything you want to get off your chest, let me know and drop a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful and informative and entertaining, of course. And I will see you next time. Bye.